Hey guys, Joseph here from Intellect Finance. Today I'm meeting up with Oliver from Prime Capital, who help Australians grow their business, specialising in business loans secured by residential or commercial property. Ollie! Hey man, how are you?
Hey Joe, how you doing? You're
Good
right.
man, come in.
Oh, thank you, cheers.
Please Ollie, take a seat.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for coming in, Ollie.
No, thank you, Joe. It's great to see you again. How are you doing?
Yeah, pretty good man, business has been well.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
Certainly seems it. Everybody's running around here really busy at the moment, it's great.
Hey, tell us a bit about yourself before we talk about Prime Capital.
Yeah, absolutely. So I moved over from England 11 months ago now. I've been working at Prime now for 8 months. So look, I've been in the industry for 10 years in non-bank and bank type lending, including Challenger, always focused on bridging, investments, and also development-based finance. But specifically at the moment, we're looking at residential, commercial, and land-based deals.
Tell us about Prime Capital.
For sure. So look, Prime's not new. We've been about for 27 years in total, and we've lent more than 3.8 billion in terms of low and no dot type lending. We're part of 13 of the aggregator groups nationwide, and we've got BDMs to support that nationwide as well. We look at business loans while secured against residential, commercial, and land-based assets.
Okay. What's the difference between Prime Capital and your major banks?
Yeah, absolutely. So Prime is a non-bank lender, and we quite frankly support those who are in need for a solution. So that can involve somebody who's looking for finance relatively quickly, but equally someone who's looking for something more flexible, wanting to avoid the bureaucratic red tape process that some of the major banks do offer.
What I love about Prime Capital is that you want to help Australian businesses grow. So businesses that don't fit into the square, the banks reject them, they can't help them, but you guys jump in and say, oh, we can give you funding for this if they've got equity in their property and they fit other parameters.
Yeah, absolutely. We love supporting Australian nationals. Owning tomorrow with our fast and simple approach, it's something we see on a daily basis here at Prime. So the example in which you just said, if you've got equity within your assets, I'm more than happy to look at it from our side. We see constant amounts of cash out for taking advantage of new opportunities which are coming to market, whether it be buying out a competitor or adding to working capital. But equally, on the other side, off the back of the pandemic and cost of living crisis going on, we give opportunities to individuals to cover that debt consolidation, such as the recent highlighted in terms of ATO debt. We see a vast amount of that.
Yeah, the banks hate ATO debt because I mean that's the first question they ask us: is there any tax debt? But you guys can actually use the equity in their property to pay out the ATO debt.
Yeah, that's correct. So what we'd do at Prime is we can take charge of one of the assets they've got and refinance the first debt out, as we'd need a first charge facility, but also providing the opportunity to pay off that ATO debt and move forward. And like you said, own tomorrow.
I know credit impairment, it's only a small percentage of your business, but it does help. Look, I've had a client, she's got a beautiful running business, very successful, good turnover, and her dad got sick, she went overseas, and so everything went behind, loan repayments went behind, and she came back, and so her credit file was not as up to the standard of the banks.
Yeah,
but
sure.
now, her business is back to normal, she's making good money again, but the banks won't look at her anymore. But you guys can help someone like that because, I mean, she is making money now, but she had a bad episode in life where her father got sick and she had to go help him.
Absolutely, that is something we would be able to take on. And individuals found themselves in a sticky scenario which they need to get out of. She now has a servicing ability. We would consider that a Prime for sure. So taking charge again of one of the assets in which they've got in their portfolio, and then raising those funds to pay off those credit impairments and give them a little bit more flexibility to move forward, therefore solving the solution and then moving forward for a few years.
You guys also help out builders that have run out of money on their construction project, but they've got heaps of equity in other properties. You guys can jump in and help them, whereas the banks won't lend them any more money, saying, oh, you've exceeded your budget.
Yeah, I mean, we assist with a lot of self-employed individuals, and hence why it's SME type lending. With builders at the moment, what I'm seeing a lot of is going through with construction type facilities.
Because construction costs have gone up. So builders have quoted the job, and then the material prices have gone up and they've run out of money.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can assist applicants and borrowers within that scenario. They have a piece of land with a part complete asset within that. How we tackle that at the moment is by going off what the value of the land would be and providing an element of proportion to the loan to doing the works on that asset to finish it off and again allow them to refinance or sell at the end of that to form their money back.
But you guys can do residual stock for builders as well, whereas if they've got unencumbered units, say left over from a job site, they can use the equity towards another project.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, simple case there. You're using it for a business loan. You're taking charge of a security they've already got in their ownership. And with that, you're then using it for a cash out opportunity for them to move forward again. So making true success from their business. So moving on from one project to the next, in which you see reoccurring a lot with builders at the moment.
Now, I've got some clients that need some business loans with Christmas around the corner. They need money. It's always urgent. What are your turnarounds like?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've actually got a new web form called Prime Approve, which is available on the website, which you're familiar with. You put that piece of detail in respect of a loan, and you can instantaneously get an approval over to your desk, which you can then give over to your client, which is going to be really quick for them and settle the ease really straight away. In terms of settlements, I will be your one point of contact from Prime, and I'll be moving it from start to finish, so cradle to grave. And with that, we can settle loans as quick as 5 days.
Wow, that's what businesses need. They need speed. They want things quickly. They need money quickly. That's excellent.
Absolutely, particularly when they're looking at cash out scenarios where they're looking to take advantage of an opportunity quickly. Let's say buy a competitor out and it's on the market ready to go,
and they've got to jump quickly. Otherwise they miss out on the opportunity.
Exactly.
Yeah, yes.
So you and I will be monumental in making that happen. Equally with the debt consolidation side, you have a ATO type debt, and the ATO is knocking. You need to pay them off within a few days to weeks. That speedy surface really does help.
So as long as they've got the collateral, they can use the equity in their property to pay off the ATO. So with cash out and debt consolidation, what's the process?
Yeah, it's really simple there, Joe. So being a non-bank lender, we're built around that speed approach we were just talking about, but we don't require the bureaucratic long process and long outstanding documents, which lots of beloved lenders do require. So it's quite simply, we'll give you this approval, this instant approval, which you'll need to return signed to us, along with a commitment cost payment. After that, we'll ask for IDs, we'll ask for rate notice, assets and liabilities, and we'll also look at the financials in terms of an email, because it's self-declared income which comes from a client. We deal with a lot of new businesses as well as existing businesses, and with the new businesses, we take projected-based income as well as current-based income.
Because the new businesses are the ones that struggle to get finance because they've got no paperwork, no tax returns, no financials.
Yeah, absolutely. So new businesses, we really do help because we don't request tax returns, we don't request BAS statements, nor do we ask for accountant certified based income, which again really helps with the urgent approach of needing this finance and pushing those clients towards moving their businesses forward.
Not just for new business actually, there's a few businesses I know that haven't completed their tax return, so they haven't got the paperwork. I mean, can you help them as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So if they're looking for a less bureaucratic approach and they're looking for a speedy approach with a lender, always reach out.
So what size of loans can you cater for?
Our minimum loan size of 250,000, and in truth with maximum, please challenge us. We'd love to be able to see it.
Ollie, give us a scenario that you've done at Prime Capital.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I'll give you a recent settlement. So a SME client came to us with the need of paying off some ATO tax debt, but also looking to move their new business forward. What we're able to do is take an asset in their portfolio and give them funds towards the ATO to pay that off, but equally give them cash on top to move their business forward and give them working capital.
And help them grow.
That's correct, yeah.
That's what I love about Prime Capital, the fact that you can help businesses grow, which creates more employment.
It's a real opportunity. So Joe, that's about Prime. But tell me about your business. How are you going with your business?
Well, we're still pretty busy. We've got clients still purchasing residential and commercial properties.
Great.
We've got businesses still expanding. There is a slight slowdown, but not that much, no. I mean, I think people are still hoping for the rates to drop. We don't know if that's going to happen or not, but they're saying next year. Hopefully that has a good flow-on effect, but we'll see what happens.
Well, hopefully there'll be more insight with that soon. Obviously, the Christmas period, everything's going to get really busy, and the mad rush towards urgent deals is going to be there, right?
Yes, traditionally we're very busy at this time of year. Thank you very much for coming in, Ollie.
No, I really appreciate it, Joe, and thank you for allowing me to come and showcase Prime Capital with you and your clients. I really look forward to working closer with you.
And I look forward to working with you closely as well.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe.
Wow. Prime Capital is a great and flexible option for businesses looking for funding, especially those who have been knocked back by the mainstream lenders and need a solution. So that's the end of this video. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. See you guys.